Hey guys, hey everyone, I hope you guys are well. Thank you for coming back. If you are a first time viewer, what this is, okay, who I am. I am Tebogo Mabuza, and what this is, it's a platform where I share everything interior styling and decor, DIY, and I sometimes flip pieces. To all my returning subscribers, thank you so much for coming back. I really appreciate it, guys. I hope you guys stick around and you continue to like and to share and to engage, guys. It really doesn't go unnoticed. I appreciate it a million times. Guys, I hope you guys are well. I hope you guys are doing fine. I saw a post recently, not recently, like a friend of mine sent it to me. It's about how people are currently feeling. So it's as people are in a state of languishing, you know, and what that is, it's basically people are feeling stagnant and, you know, demotivated and a bit stuck, and you like, it's like a gray area of some sort. Like, things are happening, life is moving, but people don't feel fully present. And I agree, I relate to that state, and I hope we are finding ways to escape that, because that can't be our reality, guys. We can't be languishing like through life. It can't happen like that. No, I refuse. So I really hope you guys are in good spaces. If you're not, like I always say, I hope you're finding ways to get yourself out of those spaces. And if you're new here, how I start my videos is by saying an affirmation and something that I'm grateful for. So today I'll do both. My affirmation for the day is I am enough. And initially I wanted to say something else, but I woke up this morning and I really wanted to remind myself that I am enough, regardless of how life happens and what happens around us that tries to convince me that I'm not. Like, I am enough. As flawed, as imperfect as I am, I'm enough. Like, I'm whole. And then my gratitude, so what I'm grateful for today is I'm grateful for the moms around me, guys. So my blood mother, whom I love with all my heart, and my mother-in-law, who is just amazing. Like, my sister's a mother, and I've got friends who are mothers, aunts, relatives, everybody basically who's a mother around me. I really appreciate you guys. I don't want to say you make it look easy, because it's not supposed to look easy, because it's not easy. But you guys make it look worth it. You know, you make it look so worth it. And one day when I'm a mama, I'll call you guys and ask you how you do this and that and everything. So thank you so much. I appreciate all the mothers around me. And I think what made me appreciate this is that it was Mother's Day on Sunday in South Africa. So like, I saw people's moms on their statuses everywhere, guys. You guys have gorgeous mothers, and yeah, I hope you guys tell them how grateful you are for them. And yeah, let's get into today's video. So guys, today we'll be doing something. I want to stop saying that, because I always say it's something chilled and I bore myself. So today we're doing something exciting. I'm gonna be flipping a bookshelf. So you know how entryway tables and trestle tables are trending at the moment? I wanted to jump on that trend, but I wanted to use a different piece. So I got a bookshelf. I got this bookshelf from my mother-in-law. She's had it for a very long time, guys. Like, I remember writing a status that if anyone has an old bookshelf that I can use, or a place where I can buy like a bookshelf that I can upcycle, please let me know. So Mama was just like, hey girl, I got you. So I went to go fetch it, and it's still in mint condition. I mean, obviously we're gonna paint it and like make it look prettier, but it looks good even as it is. So I've kept it in this state for quite some time. If you've watched my living room tour, you've had a glimpse of how the shelf looks. I didn't show much of it because I hadn't styled it properly and it didn't look nice. So today we're going to be working on it. So I'll be upcycling it, painting it, and I'll be covering some parts with contact paper, and then I'll attempt to style it. Like, this is not going to be the final look, because I don't think I have all the pieces that I want to use on it yet. But I really wanted to get started on it. I didn't want that to stop me from starting my work on the shelf. And yeah, guys, so like I was saying, it's this trend of having like an entryway table, and you can use it quite practically, which I love as well. I mean, books, you use the books to read, given that you read. I try, I don't know about you. And what else? So I've seen some people actually they always have like I don't know what to call it, like a piece of some sort where they can throw in their keys in there, or things like bank cards, and just making sure that it's practical. But you can also use it in a way that isn't too practical, where you like style it and you make it look pretty. And yeah, basically that's it, guys. Like, so we'll be doing that today. And initially I wanted to take off the shelf at the bottom, so the whole space could be open there, and I could use that space for like woven baskets and have throws in there or whatever. But I don't think I'll see if I do that. We'll see how it works. I'll try to do it. And yeah, guys, that's basically it. So I'll take you guys through what we used, where I got all the stuff, and how much everything was. And yeah, let's get into it. So this is how the shelf looks, guys. I've got random stuff on it, and how we start is I'm gonna start by removing everything off of the actual shelf, and then we'll give it a nice clean, and then we'll get going. And this is everything we'll need. We'll need a sanding machine along with sandpaper, paint brushes, masking tape, contact paper, paint. So we start off by sanding the bookshelf down. I didn't do much sanding, but I tried to make sure that it was a bit rough so that it could receive the paint a little better. And yeah, that's basically it. I then went ahead and I started mixing my paint. So I had this sort of light cream paint, and I added a bit more of the cream dye just to make it a bit more richer and a lot darker. And yeah, guys, I just added as I went, and you stir it nicely, and that's it. I went ahead and started to paint the shelf, making sure that every part is nicely covered, using different types of brushes just to make sure the finish was good. So initially I just wanted a white for the shelf in the middle, but as I was going I realized I didn't like how it looked. You know, it wasn't giving me a cleaner finish. So what I did was I mixed the cream paint with some of the white. So after going in with this coat, I went in with a second coat of the cream, which I don't think is in the video, but it sort of did give a lighter effect, but it was similar to the rest of the shelf. Then I started to go in with the contact paper. It took a bit long, you know. I think if I managed to put the shelf apart, like separate the pieces, I think it would have been cleaner and neater and definitely easier. But the pieces were stuck together, so I couldn't really screw them off. But I really tried, like I genuinely tried, and I really like how it turned out. So this is how the shelf looked before I added the black contact paper. It looks really nice, but I feel like the patterned contact paper was a bit too much for my space. I think in a bedroom it would make sense, so I tried to tone it down by adding the black, you know, just still to make it slightly masculine, but like not make it as strong and prominent. And that's how the shelf looks, guys. I started and I went ahead and I styled it. Remember, the whole point of this video wasn't necessarily to style it, but it was to upcycle it, so I didn't pay much attention to the styling. I'm gonna have a separate video where I do the actual styling, but I used certain pieces in the space that I could find that would sort of bring it to life, and it's not looking too shabby. So this happened. So a day later, I decided to remove the black contact paper. I think as I saw it, like, I wasn't in love with it anymore, and I wanted it to go back to how it originally looked. And it's cute, man. Then I went ahead and I restyled it. I added a bit more books at the top and my pampas grass on the side, looking cute. But anyway, remember guys, this video wasn't about styling the shelf necessarily, but I just wanted to show you guys how it looks with stuff on it. I'll have a separate video where I add the dowels on the side and I actually style the shelf. Guys, that's it from me for today. I hope you guys enjoyed the content, that you guys are inspired and motivated to do something and to bring old furniture pieces back to life, to give them a new identity. And yeah, man, like a few learnings from me. One thing is, like I said this also when I did the bathroom makeover, that it's so much easier to work with pieces apart, but I couldn't put them apart. Sorry, I thought a phone was ringing. Sorry guys. I couldn't put them apart because they were glued on. So I couldn't like unscrew bits and pieces, but it would have been so much better if I could have. Then it gives me like more freedom to be neater and more accurate. So that's the first learning. The second learning is that it's fine, guys, not to like something that you liked before. So I like the black contact. Okay, let me start at the beginning. So I always felt like this black and white contact paper was prominent. I always felt like it was a lot and it didn't make sense for my space. It would look different, like it would look nicer rather in maybe a bedroom or a different space, just not in my space. And then I thought, okay, maybe if I added the black contact paper, it's gonna make it easier on the eye and more palatable to me. It did when I just did it, but when my husband saw it, he was not impressed. He didn't like the black contact paper, and that forced me to look at it differently, to really think if it was really something I wanted to do. And the more I saw, like I saw it, I was like, no, this is not what I want. You know, I really thought it wasn't what I wanted. I really got excited with how it looked initially, so I then decided to remove the black contact paper. And I know it's a bit much, but you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna have books at the top, so the top part of the contact paper won't be as visible, and it won't be as heavy on the eye, because naturally your eye goes, like how you look at stuff that's eye level first before you go to the bottom, personally. So if the eye level part of the bookshelf isn't as hectic, then I can leave the bottom the way that it is, because it really makes it look quirky and cool. Not my style still. I mean, I would have preferred like chevron lines or like diagonal lines of some sort. That's like what I would have leaned towards. But I really am intrigued by how it makes the space look. It's a different piece altogether, and it's like so quirky, and it makes the space seem so fun and cute and a bit girly, but yeah, we love it. Yeah, guys, like that, those are my learnings, and I hope you guys are inspired, like I always say, to give a new identity to old furniture pieces. And because once you do that, guys, then you're forced to make it look nicer. So if you paint a bookshelf, for example, you're forced to get pieces that make the bookshelf make sense, you know. And by doing that, your whole space starts to work together in its entirety. And that's the whole point of having a home that feels good. Because when you look in one corner, it makes sense. When you look in another corner, you're like, "I man." You look at it, you're like, "I man." The combos are just communicating. That's the whole point. And yes, guys, basically that's it from me. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you've got any questions, suggestions, anything, pop it in the comment section. If you are a first-time viewer, thank you so much for coming. I hope you enjoyed it. If you liked what you saw, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe if you haven't. And to my returning subscribers, thank you so much for coming back, guys. It's really appreciated, and I'll see you all next week. Bye.